in a sentence. With the rise of lab-grown diamond sparking intense debate and division in the industry. I understand that many of you believe that lab-grown diamonds are the future. They offer affordability and sustainability and appeal to growing segment of the consumer who prioritize that factor. However, there is a concern that this sector would overshadow natural diamonds, which has been the bedrock of our industry for centuries. But I'm here to offer a different perspective. Rather than viewing this as a zero-sum game, where one must win and the other must lose, I believe that we have an incredible opportunity to expand the market together. The truth is, both the natural and the lab-grown diamond will bring unique value to the table. And when leveraged correctly, they can complement each other and help grow the overall jewelry consumption.
We're talking about $80 billion jewelry, $84 billion jewelry business. We're talking about natural diamond. And of late, lab-grown has made its way and taken a part of business, which means about $10 or $12 billion worth of jewelry at least is being sold only in the USA of lab-grown diamond. But I actually see, more than that. It's not the $80 billion and you try to eat from each other's plate. What we're seeing is we are looking at to grow the business overall, and I think it's very easy to grow our business to a $10 billion business. As a diamond jewelry business, I'm not distinguishing lab-grown and natural diamond. So, consider an analogy of airplane and boats. When airplanes were invented, many thought that the boats would become obsolete and model of travel. Indeed, air travel did take long distance journeys, but boats didn't disappear. Instead, they transformed their business into a luxury cruises, offering experiences that airplane could never provide. Similarly, in our industry, lab-grown diamond may enter a certain consumer needs, but natural diamond can also carve its own space by offering something unique, heritage, rarity, and unmatched emotional connection. Let us take a page from the fashion industry. Ready-to-wear clothing spans from three segments: fast fashion, casual wear, and formal attire. Each segment serves a different consumer needs, from synthetic blend in casual wear to high-end natural fabric in formal clothing. Our jewelry industry can adopt similar approach. Lab-grown diamonds can cater into more accessible and trend-driven segment, while natural diamond can dominate the market with timeless, high-value pieces. Both can coexist and thrive with each serving a distinct purpose. Consumer trends, consumer behavior is dynamic. It's not what happened 100 years ago will continue to happen. And often shifting with a disposable income. So what do you have in the pocket, and what can you get for that money always remains a consideration. And these are, these factors, create an emerging trends. The current concerns about China's focus on the saving and impact on the consumer spending are likely to be temporary. As their economy revives, we will see a return to the consumerism and driven by new trends and desire for luxury. Our job is to be ready with the right offering when the time comes. A few years ago, industry was extremely nervous when Apple introduced stylish smartwatches. Many of us feared that this devices would eat into jewelry business. While Apple may have taken a share of accessories and market, the impact on the jewelry was minimal. Jewelry remains a symbol of personal expression, sentiment, a luxury, qualities that smartwatch, no matter how sophisticated, cannot replace. This experience teaches us that while new innovation can shake things up, they rarely eliminate the demand for its truly timeless, but forces people to become more innovative to match the consumer desire. Now, for those only in the natural diamonds industry, it's important to recognize that lab-grown diamonds are designers' dream. They offer flexibility and the creativity, allowing designers to think out of the box and create exciting new products, including accessories. These innovations should not be seen as a threat, but as an opportunity to enhance the industry and broaden the appeal. Finally, for those who are solely focused on the lab-grown diamonds, I urge you to remember a principle that sometimes less is more. While it is natural to aspire to be the biggest and to outpace competition, we must also think about sustainability. Building a business that lasts and requires us to respect the ecosystem of the industry rather than trying to dominate the market at all costs. A balanced approach will ensure the lab-grown diamonds will contribute positively to the industry without disrupting the delicate balance that we have built over the decades. In conclusion, I urge you to see this moment of opportunity rather than division. The rise of diamonds doesn't mean decline of natural diamonds. It means we have more tools in our toolkit to meet the evolving need of the consumer. Together, we can ensure that whatever it's natural or lab-grown, the diamond remains a symbol of love, commitment, beauty, giving us the opportunity to create fresh product for every season and every occasion for generation to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to look at this. The 10-carat natural fancy orange diamond framed in lab-grown baguettes. They can really coexist. They look fantastic. And the customer who got this ring finally was in awe. And he said, she said that I could have waited for this thing 10 years and you guys made it happen in 3 months. So I personally believe that, this thing will coexist together and they may be combined in future.
Last night, I was having a conversation with Dilip, and you raised a very valid point about it. So, what diamonds have always... See, first of all, the problem with us is we always compare. And the main reason of comparison is store of value. So, Dilip bhai, what is your take on store of value? You remember last night we spoke about it.
So, let's kind of separate two things. One is wholesale price and one is retail. Question is, what should be the retail price of a product? I asked that question when you ask this question to Europeans. The answer is, what would they pay? It's not what it costs you. It doesn't really matter what it costs you. You can have shoes, that it costs you $5 manufacturing, and you could be selling it for $200. Are you cheating a customer? And the answer is no. It is what the consumer is willing to pay because you have made this product very pretty. Now, we talk about the store of value. And store of value is good for the consumer that is looking for a store of value. So when it comes to natural diamond, there has been a wholesale business, there has been peer-to-peer business, there's market making. When you have a liquidity in the market, automatically you have a price discovery and therefore, stability in the price. And that encouraged the jewelers, the retailers to give a buyback guarantee. And therefore that became a store of value, especially in India. A bit is happening in China and Hong Kong also and some other countries, but this is not prevailing everywhere. When you actually move, and so who is or who are my customers? When I look at the jewelry, diamond jewelry customers in India, they're basically buying, this as a store of value. Okay? When you come and they are investors, they are not necessarily consumers. Okay? When you actually go to the lower price points, etc., and when you look at, likes of Chinese, for example, or Americans, they're consumers. They buy today, tomorrow, they dislike it, they chuck it in their drawers, and they'll buy something else. So there is a difference between the consumer and investors. As long as, natural diamond people need to understand this, that, regardless of what happens with the price or wholesale or lab-grown, it doesn't really matter because it is a product that people are consuming. When you look at the ready-to-wear, the fast fashion, what is fast fashion? You're $20, you're buying a beautiful t-shirt or a shirt. What is it made of? Nobody's asking, nobody's bothered. So what we're looking at, we're trying to box in lab-grown diamond into, a concept of what was sold to us for 100 years, store of value. Let's look at that as a consumable product. And I think we will make our life much easier.
Very valid point. See, I would like to make a point here that price is universal. Everybody knows the price. Value is something deeply personal. It is all about perception. And why the luxury industry has survived is because they have created a value proposition and perception. तो एक शाराना अंदाज में अगर कहा जाए तो अब के हम बिछड़े तो शायद कभी ख्वाबों में मिले, इस तरह सूखे हुए फूल किताबों में मिले। तो एक महबूब या महबूबा ने आपको फूल दिया, वो आपने किताब में रखा, सालों बाद आप जब खोलते हो तो उसकी कोई कीमत है, लेकिन उसका मोल जरूर है। बस इतना ही कहूँगा और ज्यादा तो नहीं कहूँगा।